SSC101. This is your week 4 assignment video part 1. So after this week, we are halfway done with the course already. So as you can see, just kind of in this snapshot, we have 4 assignments this week. I am going to cover the Chapter 3 assignment and the Chapter 8 discussion in this video, and then I'll come back and talk about these 2 assignments in the next video. So I do encourage you to check out the week 4 videos. We are in Chapter 3 and Chapter 8 this week. So the lecture videos are right there so you can get a basis of understanding for the content. Of course, you can also spend time in the PowerPoint materials and textbook link, anything to kind of help you with the information for this week. So let's go ahead and jump into the assignments. So as I said, I'm just going to focus on these first 2 assignments in the assignment folder, Chapter 8 discussion and Chapter 3 assignment. So Chapter 8 discussion, as always, your discussion board post is due by Wednesday for weekly attendance, and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Here is your prompt, and it should look fairly familiar because we've had something just like this before. So you are going to answer all the topics below because there's only 4. So I know in the past you've had to choose from 6 or 8. There's only 4, so you're going to do all 4. And it's just like you've done previously. You're going to take each topic and not quite fill in the blank, but kind of supplement the ideas here. So all of these have to do with writing because Chapter 8 focuses on academic writing. So you're going to answer, your past writing. What are your worst habits been? How are you going to overcome them? Talk about sentence level mechanics, writing process, and seeking help. So make sure that you do all 4 topics and you do each statement inside. So you're doing 8 kind of completion statements, if you will. So 2 within each. And then make sure you respond to 2 classmates by Sunday to finish out that grade. So again, post original response to this prompt right here regarding pieces of the writing process by Wednesday for weekly attendance and respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. All right, the Chapter 3 assignment. Chapter 3 is all about critical and creative, analytical thinking. So Chapter 3 is going to focus on the creative thinking piece, and this is actually kind of a fun assignment, I think. I think it's fun to read. So you are going to create a list of 3 alternative uses of several kind of common items. You're going to conduct a brainstorming session to generate different uses of those items and then compare and contrast the results of your list and the list created by a group. So first thing, on your own, by yourself, you're going to take peanut butter, paper clips, and pen caps. Those are your ideas you're working with. And come up with 3 alternate uses for each of those. So besides the obvious, we eat peanut butter, we put it on sandwiches, we put it on crackers, whatever. What else could you use peanut butter for? 3 different reasons or 3 different ways. What else besides clipping papers together could people use paper clips for? 3 alternates. And then besides putting a cap on a pen, what are 3 different things we could use pen caps for? So you're coming up with 9 ideas, but 3 for each. 3 alternate uses for peanut butter, 3 alternate uses for paper clips, and 3 alternate uses for pen caps. You are going to write those down so that when I grade, I can see what you came up with. Now you can put this in a Word doc, or when you go to the Dropbox area, there's that write comments area, the comments, you can just type it in there, whatever is comfortable for you. Question 2, gather a group of people. So I'm going to leave this very broad. It can be friends, it can be parents, it can be your kids. Sometimes those are actually the most fun if you have kids at home asking them these questions. It can be someone you know from this class. You can email them, you can Zoom, you can make a phone call. It doesn't have to be in person. So you're going to gather people together, whether it's family members, friends, classmates, coworkers, on a break, whatever it is. And you're going to kind of do the same thing. Ask them, what else could you use peanut butter for? What else could you use paper clips for? And what else could you use pen caps for? And try not to use your ideas from number 1. So you're trying not to duplicate your ideas. And you can even share what you came up with so they come up with other things. So you're going to put that list as well. So I want to see your list. I want to see their list. And then finally, question 3, you're comparing. So you're answering these 3 questions. Did you generate more ideas or did the group? Did they get stuck? Could they not come up with ideas, or did they come up with way more than 3? Did the quality of the ideas improve in the group? Were they any better, do you think? Were the group ideas more innovative, more creative? And which was more fun, creating your own list or leading the group coming up with different ideas? So you can either, again, have a Word doc and type all this in, or when you go to the Dropbox, you can just type it in the comments area. But please make sure I see your list, I see their list, and then you answer these questions. So that is your Chapter 3 assignment. So Chapter 3 assignment due Sunday, and then of course make sure you post by Wednesday and respond to 2 classmates in that Chapter 8 discussion forum. I will be back in the next video to talk about MAP and Program Advisor. See you then.